Is this thing on? Hi. We are gonna do the fattiest, thickest book haul I've ever done in my life. And then we're also going to organize my shelves. I just asked Google how many books you need to create a library, and she told me 5,000. Or how many books do you need to be considered a library? She told me 5,000. We're not quite there. We are not quite there. Don't know if I'll ever be there. I also don't know if that's accurate information whatsoever. But anyway, let's do a haul because I have a lot of books. Genuinely though, I don't think you guys understand how many books I have. Like, I have so many. I'm nervous actually. Okay, let's just do this. I also am like pretty new to getting back into reading. So like, I know like my staples that I really like. I know the vibe of what I like, but I just haven't read that many. Like, I've only read 30 books this year from like, and I started in June or July. So I have a lot of reading to do to know like what is my vibe. So I got the, not even knowing what this is called, Hobbit and Lord of the Rings set. I love, first of all, the colors of these, spectacular. They match my house so well. Jade City. I think this one is like where they have jade, and that's either a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not the kind of person that like reads what a book is about. Sometimes it is like good to not know what you're getting into because it's like makes it surprising and fun and better. This is a trilogy, I'm pretty sure. There's 2 other books, Jade War and then Jade something. They've used magical jade to enhance their abilities and defend the island of Kakan from foreign invasion. I love war. I love politics with some fantasy fiction. I love that. One Dark Window. I saw this on TikTok. I'm a floppy book girl, okay? Barnes bag number 2. You see we have a whole other one right there. That's crazy. The Inheritance Games trilogy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I really wanted to finish this by the end of the year. I don't know if we're gonna get to it, but it's on my list. Summer Sisters by Judy Blume. We recently went out of town and I was watching a documentary on the plane of Judy Blume, and I was really vibing with her from what I saw so far. And also just like Judy Blume is iconic from my childhood. Murder in the Family, because that just sounds incredibly interesting. One Body, 6 Experts. Can you solve the case before? And they put a sticker over it. Of course, I can't read it, but I am the queen of Clue, like the board game Clue. I always win. So I feel like I will win this book. Recursion by Blake Crouch. This is sci-fi, adult sci-fi. I saw it at Barnes & Noble actually today when I went, and I was like, oh, there's that book I have at home. I haven't read it, don't know what it's about, of course. At first it looks like a disease, an epidemic that spreads through no known means, driving its victims mad with memories of a life they never lived. Please, sign me up, thanks. Look Closer by David Ellis. Oh, I bought these when they did the Amazon, it was like Amazon Prime Days, round 2. And then Pretty Girls. Apparently this is like, will leave you shook. You need to look at the trigger warnings, and it's really crazy and like graphic and like a lot. I'm excited. The only thing I really cannot do in books or TV shows is like zombies. I cannot do zombies. I can't do zombies. So as long as there's no zombies, I'm fine. But I could do vampires. For some reason in my brain, 2 different things. Back to the Barnes pile, we have All In, which is actually from the Natural series, which is also by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Bad Blood. I'm missing Bad Blood. I have it here somewhere. She's here somewhere. The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston, which she also wrote The 7-Year Slip, I'm sure, as you guys know. This was actually our book club book of the month last month, and all the girls loved it. Like, loved it more than Happy Place by Emily Henry. The Midnight Library, because actually like probably 2 or 3 months ago, I took myself on a little lunch date, and the girls, there were women like having lunch next to me, and they were all talking about the Midnight Library and Matt Haig, the author. And I was like, well, I'm going to Barnes & Noble after this, and I'm gonna get it. So I did. Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. Apparently people love Marcellus, who is the octopus in this book, which that is just bizarre to me. How? But I can't wait to read it. I love having, okay, never mind. Firekeeper's Daughter. I don't know where I saw somebody talking about this. First of all, the cover is stunning. I love a good earthy moment. When tragedy strikes in your own home, when death and deception are around every corner, how far are you willing to go to fix what is broken? The House in the Cerulean Sea. I just love the cover of this when I was in Barnes. It's so pretty. It's so cool. I know this is about like a man who was in caseworking and there's like a home of orphans. And apparently this is just like an enchanting story that really draws and like sucks you in. You end up experiencing this very heartfelt, gut-wrenching like love story. And I love that feeling when I'm reading a book where I'm just like, also picked up The Ballad of Never After. I haven't even read the first book, but I did just finish the Caraval series, which I wanted to finish that before I read this. They're both by Stephanie Garber. The Caraval series, I really did like it. The first book was my favorite, but apparently one of the characters in the Caraval series is like the main character in this series. The third book just came out. This one's the second one. I have the first one, the second one. I will eventually buy the third one whenever I eventually read it, which I'm so excited because the same character that this series is about, Jax, was like one of my favorite characters in the Caraval series. I know a lot of people like Dante, but honestly, am I kind of toxic for that? I don't know, but I really like Jax in the other series. I just felt like, you know, there's more to him. Like, give him a shot. Anyway, I won't say too much because I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm excited to read this because I love Jax. We have some Cassandra Clare books. Again, absolutely no idea what this is about. This is how I feel about when I bought the ACOTAR series. I just bought it because I just knew I was eventually going to read it because it's iconic in the book world right now. And you kind of just have to read it. Like if you're a reader, you have to read it, or you need to listen to an audiobook. Like it's just not, it is required reading. I feel like that's how people feel about this as well. What is this? The Mortal Instruments. Okay, so I just bought it as a set when it was on sale on Amazon. Also, there's this. The Shadow Hunter series, the Infernal Devices. Okay. I don't know, but I will read them eventually. Okay, this one I am excited about. This one's same time next summer by Annabelle Monaghan. They were in love or liked each other when they were 16 and now they are back together again. I think they're like 34. Please, I just love that trope. What is that called? Like when you don't see each other for a long time, but you liked each other when you were like little and now you're older and it's like, should we dabble? Shall we? Shall we dabble and see what happens? I bet you they end up in love. I bet you they never fell out of love. Romance. We have Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I love Ali Hazelwood's writing. I feel like it just clicks with my brain. Then we have One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It's about a woman who is forced to choose between the husband that she thought has been gone and then her fiance who is just like currently everything to her. And she has to choose between the two. Things We Left Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros, also the same author as Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I read The Unlikely Event by her and I really, really liked that book. Like I thought it was so good. In a Jam. I'm so unoriginal. This is another book, you guys. I'm gonna pick up any book with this story where like they were in love, there was a breakup, a divorce, and then they come back into contact with like their high school lover or something. I will always purchase. It will be an immediate purchase. Also, this cover is so cute to me. I'm just lately like obsessed with raspberries also. Obviously, I think you guys already know what these are. Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, Sprayed Edges, you know the deal. I can't believe I haven't read Iron Flame yet. I don't know what's gotten into me. I originally just bought Fourth Wing on my Kindle, so this is my first physical copy. Powerless. Every time I see these books, I think of that TikTok audio. I got deported by 6. I got robbed by 6. Boys of Tommen series. There's 4 books. They are literally gigantic. I love like a cheesy cover, honestly. Like, just give me all the cheesy covers. I found Bad Blood. Dreamland Billionaires trilogy, right? Another, I don't know what this is. This is more of Cassandra Clare, part of the Shadow Hunters series. The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. Tom Lake. This is what really sold me. It says, Tom Lake is a meditation on youthful love, married love, and the lives our parents led before they were our parents. It explores what it means to be happy even when the world is falling apart. Yes, give me that. I would like to cry. I'm gonna film a specific video. So we picked up The Great Gatsby, Tender as the Night, The Great Alone. My Roommate is a Vampire. This has been on my TBR since like fall. Some other literature. Jane Eyre, Beautiful and Damned, and This Side of Parasites? This Side of Paradise. I love these covers of Scott Fitzgerald, baby. My anxiety struck again because I have The Selection by Kira Cass. Honestly, I'm just afraid that something's gonna change and I'm not gonna have the right covers that match. So I just went ahead and bought the rest of the series. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. Eat, Pray, Love, also for the video I want to film. I'm gonna turn the lights on and then we're gonna get cracking on these bookshelves. I think the game plan is I'm gonna move the romance to the top. I also just bought Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. It's the 4th book in the Magnolia Park series. And I really love the new covers, honestly. Actually changing plans. I actually am gonna take all these Christian books out because I'm pretty sure I won't have room for them, transfer them into the other library, and then do the romance over here.